Hello everyone and welcome to episode 8 of this series. In this episode I want to talk with you about a horseback riding school which we had here in the hotel, and then also I want to talk about a project which protects an animal which lives in this area, in this desert, and it's called the gato andino. Alright guys, so I made a terrible mistake while recording the script for this video, and the organization for the Andean Cat is not called OGA but AGA, which stands for Alianza Gato Andino. And please forgive me all the mistakes I did in this video. I do believe the agency or the organization is called OGA, Organization Gato Andino. And this is a small little animal which these days needs to be protected because otherwise it will disappear off the earth. So the horseback riding school was part of a school which we do here for every guide, or which we receive for every guide here. And there we have to learn about different things. In this case about horseback riding. It was a 1-week course, which means we had 7 days of training. The first days we learned how to greet the horses, how to prepare them for horseback riding, and how to maneuver them and all of those things. And then in the second half of this course we also learned to go outside with them, because an animal which is outside will react much different than it would in a riding stable, for example. So it was very interesting to get to know all the different horses which we have here, and also to interact with them, petting them maybe a little bit, but also ride them, right? So we kind of learned on how to maneuver the horses in small like walking, the faster way, trotting, and then in gallop, right? We don't make them run here because then they kind of lose track of yourself and they just want to race and race and race and race, and then it's when it gets dangerous, right? So in this case we only learned to manage the 3 types of horseback riding, but it was amazing. The nature here is beautiful, as you probably know from my videos, and if not, here's some little scenes from the horseback riding. Good morning everyone, how are you doing? Second day of our horse equipment school, second of 5 days. And right now we prepared the horses, as you can see here, and then we will see what else we're gonna do today. Day 3 today of our horse riding class. The people here are joining us very slowly. And let's go to Nico, our first guest today.
What's going on?
How are you feeling after 3 days of horse riding?
It sucks.
It sucks? Oh no.
No.
Monse is our 3rd day of horse riding today.
Oh yes.
How is your body feeling?
It's just a little bit sore, but just sign of it. And yours?
Okay.
Not
My
so
legs
bad.
hurt a little bit, muscle pain, but I think that's so far.
We still have a few days left.
Yes, we still have a few days left. Diane, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you feeling today?
I'm feeling very good.
Yes, prepared for the 3rd day of horse riding?
Yes.
Yes. Alright, as you can see, it was a very nice experience. The horses were really friendly, and they are breeded by our hotel, by Explorer. So they are a mixture of different types of horses, but they are very friendly, right? So easy to handle, and they are strong to withstand all the environments which they have to withstand here in the desert. And then also they are tall, right? If you look at them directly, you can see that they are not the small ones like ponies or small Chilean horses, but they are instead very huge and often much bigger than myself. The horseback riding school was amazing. We learned a lot, and I am very glad to have had the opportunity to do it, because it's something I've always wanted to learn, and finally I got the chance to do it, and it was amazing. And then the second part of this video is about the Gato Andino, the Andean cat. This is a small animal which has a long tail, which is covered in circles like a zebra. And this animal is in danger, right? It needs big territories, about 40 square kilometers per animal. And for a long time it was said to be at the border of extinction. Right now, as far as my information goes, they can elevate it to one level more of the 4 levels of extinction, but that doesn't mean that it's still that it's a normal animal now. It still needs to be taken care of and protected. So in this case, we went outside to the desert into the natural reserve of Puritama, which is managed by the hotel where I work at. And there we have cameras, right? We call them cámaras trampas, which are cameras which take a picture once there's movement in front of the lens, right? So this can be different animals, and I myself was really surprised on how much wildlife you can find in a place. And once we humans go there or arrive at one place, we will most of the time see nothing, right? Because the animals, they are afraid of us and leave. However, on the pictures we saw thousands of birds, of vizcachas, of different animals, and then also the Andean cat. We saw foxes. I do believe maybe some pumas as well. And then also there is a Gato Colo Colo, another wild-living cat, which is also protected. And yeah, this studies started a few years ago, also financed or sponsored by the hotel. And that's why we do have the cameras there, and they are checked every 2 to 3 months. I would say sometimes they can take up to 6 months. The battery life lasts a long time, but you have to check how the cameras are positioned. This was the work which we did. We went to look at the pictures which we have found, but also to reinstall the cameras at some points. So I do remember that sometimes we placed them in another angle, so we could, for example, see the entrance better to the places where the Andean cat, for example, lives or goes inside, like little caves, but also to have a different perspective, right? Sometimes these cameras, they take pictures, and some other times they take videos. So there is a difference on how you can on what you can do with them, right? And here are some videos and pictures which we received by the organization. And well, then at last, what is still important for this project now? After you take all the pictures and videos, you have to analyze them. Now the work is to observe the animals in details, like looking at specific characteristics. Are they male? Are they female? Do they have certain spots on their fell which stands out? And then you have to count them to make analysis on how many animals you do have, for example, in this area and also in general. And then this goes much more deeper, right? But this is not our work. And yeah, in the end it was a very interesting project. We got to learn a lot about the wild animals who live in this area and also in this natural reserve. And also we do our best to protect them for the future as well and taking care of the place, which is amazing. And yeah, the information which we received was amazing. We got to learn how to differentiate the animals, how to analyze the poop and several other things. So yeah, it was very interesting. Thank you for watching. I hope you do like this new format with 2 cameras. And then also I hope that you continue watching the videos because there are some amazing videos coming soon. Please like and subscribe to the channel and then I see you in the next video. Goodbye.